Yo, what's up guys, Draconia here with another Dragon Ball Legends video. Today we're gonna do my last Dragon Ball Legends top 10 video for this year, or part 3 of Legends Fest, however you want to call it. Yeah, as always, I don't own every single character that's gonna be on this list, so there might be units I have to judge only based on facing them in PvP. So you might have another opinion about them than I do, but yeah, we're just gonna start here from the bottom 10 to up to number 1, with number 10 being Future Gohan. Yeah, Future Gohan I would say is okay. He works well with obviously the Blue Gohan. That's the main reason why he's even up here. His disrupt can be nice. The buff removal is very good so that you can cover change with other units, so this is helpful. I would say he got worse because Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta now is also back in the higher tiers, like he's going to be high up in this list. So a very strong red. He doesn't have type neutral on, but until somebody dies, so which is most likely him being the first one to die. So Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta can hurt this guy quite a bit with just this Twitch attack, spamming blast, as well as him not being like the most necessary unit. I mean, there are a lot of other yellows that are better than him. He's an inferior version of the Namegoku team, basically. And yeah, the only positive thing is he's giving support as well as giving Gohan a -10 sub counts against blue cards and ultimates, but yeah, I would say that isn't enough to push him any higher. Yeah. So our Future Gohan at number 10 here. He's solid, but nothing crazy. Moving to the number 9 spot, I have Android 13. Android 13, I mean, we got a new green, so he got worse by this, of course. As well as him not having like the greatest teams where he's ran right now. I mean, you're not seeing movies, you're not seeing powerful opponents, so his existence isn't quite necessary. He's still a useful supporter, but that's really all it is. With his best teams not being meta relevant or not really used, there's not much reason to run Android 13, especially because Gohan basically replaced him as a blue for most of the teams. You would maybe put him in the leader slot. I think his disrupt is still okay. His green card against Goku's is still very nice, but especially against this guy, and if you want to build him up, you will basically usually would build him up, then switch to another character to do damage. By the time this guy builds himself up, he would activate his disrupt and you have to stop the combo, get another priority. It's not ideal for Android 13. With powerful opponent not having a good purple to run right now. He doesn't have any protection against the greens, especially against Goku and also Gogeta, so yeah, he's just not that necessary. That's just why I have him at number 9 here. He's not a bad unit. He could obviously get better with more powerful opponent or movie buffs in the future in 2026, but yeah, as it stands right now, I don't see any good reason to run him, but he is a good enough individual unit. This is why I keep him here. So moving to the number 8 spot, which I think you can switch with number 7, but I'm having Baby as number 8 here. Now, I don't have him Senkai 6. I have him at Senkai 5. But from what I've seen at Zenkai 5 and other videos where he is Zenkai 6, Zenkai 7, I pretty much have my reasons why I don't have him higher. Where do I start with him? Okay, so when it comes to the individual issues I have with him, for one, I wish he had a bit higher damage guard. Super Vegeta has 180 base, this guy has 160. I think he should have had, 180 as well. Maybe not necessarily the extra 40% against big moves, but at least 180 he should have gotten. As well as he doesn't have any type neutral until an ally dies, which against Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, if this guy does a switch attack, he's taking like half of his HP already, so this is hurtful for him. He can do good burst damage. Obviously his unique gauge, his lock-in ultimate, his blue card, is everything is fine with this. But I don't think right now his teams are ideal for him. With powerful opponent, you could run powerful opponent. I mean, I'm gonna try probably when I use this guy with a Janemba setup, like Janemba, him, Android 13, double Zenkai buffed and everything. I would say powerful opponent is the right setup for him, but the team isn't that good right now. And on GT, he would have had the best, like, this is the team they promoted basically. Good color synergy, and it would be perfect if this team wasn't so heavy blast based. I've seen teams and myself running this trio and this guy performing no damage at all. I'm talking like literally 1% damage of the enemy or 2% per strike or blast cards. Primarily strike, because he has like a 20k gap between a strike and blast. And this is a heavy blast based team on GT. So he can be run in GT. I'm not saying he's useless on GT. I mean, he's still supporting the Saiyan, anti-Saiyan damage for the allies. He can sometimes do good burst damage, but he's not performing as well as he wants to on GT. And therefore I can't put him higher, because I don't think GT, I don't think he performs the best on GT. And on powerful opponent, the team isn't good enough to be considered like a really good team. And if you were to run, for example, let's just say, and lead, you could run maybe this team. You could run this. I think you could make this work. I mean, but the question is, why would you run this? It's just not necessary to run him like this, or like this. If you were to run this team, this is just the inferior Sun family version, so it's like, I don't really need him. You don't really need him right now. And the GT team, where he should have been very good, he isn't performing as good as he wants to. Again, if he had like equal stats, like 28,000 strike and blast, I would have said, okay, run him on GT, this would work, because he doesn't have like specific buffs. He doesn't have like specific strike damage buffs or blast damage buffs, but this gap between a strike and blast, like he has 290k strike and 270 blast. This is just way too low. And by the way, I forgot to add Mr. Super Vegeta on the list. Because in comparison to Super Vegeta, for example, he has a higher blast stat, and you can tell that if he uses blast, it's not that bad, but with him, it's just way worse. So, yeah, his stats are holding him back on GT, and the powerful opponent team isn't the greatest right now, so I can't put him higher than 8. 7 is the highest I would go. But again, he's not bad. His Zenkai is good, but he lacks the necessary team to be as good as he wants to be. I mean, if this was a team that's run in PvP, could be run in PvP, I would put him way higher because this would be a legitimate team. Replacing Janemba probably there but you have Purple to cover him. This would be a great trio if Gohan and Goku, these two as a combination, wouldn't just screw this guy over entirely. But yeah. Yeah, Super Baby 2 at number 8 here. At number 7, I have a unit that I don't think people will agree to this, and this is Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Now, he is right now back into the featured boost. This means he has more defense and offense, as well as on GT. This is a great setup. You have the color synergy with red, green, purple. He gets covered by Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. This guy is covering this blue weakness against Gohan. This is a great team. I used this in my first try with this character. I think this team works well. He's giving 40% support to GT, so these two guys are stronger with this guy. He's a blast unit, so you have a full blast setup, as well as him being purple means he can tank this guy's blue cards. For example, if you were to run this trio and you're fighting, let's just say, another Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and this Super Saiyan for your own Super Saiyan 4 Goku gets 3 cards in, gets hit 3 times, he's sealing all strike and blast and green cards. This guy would go for a blue card, he's lowering subcounts by 5, this guy lowers his own subcount by 5. You switch this guy in, you tank the blue card from your enemy Super Saiyan 4 Goku with ease because he doesn't have any type neutral there. He's immune to AoE green cards one time, so this is very good, as well as his green card is very nice because you're sealing strike, blast, and greens and blue cards. So if you're fighting, for example, this team of this trio with all the AoE greens, you can seal their greens, you can see their blues, you can see their strikes, so it makes it easier to get priorities or attack against this annoying team. So I think he's very good right now, and he fits better on GT than Baby does. And yeah, if you work with one of the better units in the game, I think you deserve a higher spot on the list. This is probably, in my opinion, the best purple in the game right now. Now, obviously, Namegoku can screw this guy over with a lock-in ultimate if he doesn't have his type neutral active, but I mean, you have Super Saiyan 4 Goku to cover him. This guy had this issue with Namegoku even on release, and he was still fine. So I think this is okay. Super Saiyan 3 GT Goku at number 7. This is not gonna last forever. In fact, I think once he's off the boost, he's gonna drop back out again. But yeah, for now, this is good for him. And yeah, moving to number 6, I have UI Goku. Now UI Goku, I would say the Sun family team I mentioned in the last tier list with this, you can still run it, but it's less ideal, with now Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta being more relevant than before. You have this guy back, and these two together are more of a blast-centric team, so you can pretty much avoid this guy's unique gauge way easier than before. You have this guy to ignore his unique gauge, as well as, yeah, with the team not being the most ideal, I would say, in the meta right now, it's not necessary to run him as much, so he drops down a lot. Against GT, except for against this guy, you basically can't manage to get a lock-in kill on anybody. I mean, you can against these two probably, but I mean, I've seen a lot of people running, for example, these two guys with Gohan, or this, you could run this triple ultra team, and this guy can't do really anything against this. Like, you won't be able to kill this guy with your lock-in, you won't be able to kill this guy with a lock-in, and probably this guy as well. So his snipe potential is worse than it was before. And because of this, I don't see, like, obviously he's one of the better compared to all these guys, but he's not that necessary right now. I don't see him that often. I still think he is good. I mean, he is performing good damage. His unique gauge is good when it's not against Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Vegeta. And maybe potential getting a snipe against, potentially against his lock, against him or him to pop at least one of their survival mechanics isn't the worst thing ever. So, I just think he's better than this guy is and this guy is right now. So that's why I keep him at number 6, but he isn't like that crazy relevant unit right now. So yeah. Moving into number 5, I have Gogeta. Yeah, what can I say? He just got replaced completely on the Sun Family team by this Goku. He's just way better than he is. The safety, the disrupt is being like ridiculous, as well as also having high damage, green unit, and the anti-rush safety simply puts Gogeta from where he was before, being like top 2, top 3 in the game, at least 2 spots down, because he's not core in the Sun Family anymore. And on movies, you don't really see movies and you don't really see fusions, so obviously you can still run this team, but it's not the best Sun Family setup anymore. So, oops. I still think he's solid. His anti-endurance thing can be really good sometimes, so he's still a useful, good character, but it's just simply the fact that he is not on the most optimal team anymore and lost his place, so therefore he's moved 2 spots, as well as I think another character being better than him right now, and more relevant. So yeah, Gogeta number 5, I think he's still good, he's still useful, just not the optimal unit on the better teams in the game as he was before. Number 4, where I think you can swap this with number 3, but I have some reasons why I put the number 3 unit a bit higher. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta at number 4. He's also back in the featured boost. This is a very strong setup. Color synergy is perfect. He has now a safety against Gohan. He is a very good red character against Dynamic Gokus, CUI, Baby, Future Gohan, Janemba, whoever you want to call. He's very strong. His burst damage is still as good as always. If you pair this guy up with this Goku, even more damage. Yeah, he's just performing very, very well. He is core on GT. This is the big reason why he's over Gogeta. He's making one of the best teams in the game, or best duos in the game with these 2 guys. This is like, if you're not running this guy on Sun Family, you're running in GT, and this is the guy you're running in next to. They synergize well. You can lower sub counts to get this guy faster back in. His ultimate still hits hard. If he's not getting his buff cancelled, you can doing like 80% damage, potentially one-shotting people. The Dragonball Destruction, again, like all his abilities are still as good as they were. He now has just a team to back him up better, and it's also again a blast-focused team on GT. And I see people run this trio. I see people run this trio. GT, I would say this duo with a 3rd character is one if not the best team in the game right now, competing with Sun Family. Yeah, he's just very, very good. The main reason I don't have him at number 3 over the next character, which I'm gonna cover here, is Namek Goku. I think you can swap this actually, because I don't think the Sun Family is that definitive best team in the game. I thought initially, but after seeing the Sun family team performing against the GT team, I have to say this is for me a swappable position. The main reason I have Namek Goku at number 3 here and is because I think, yeah, by the way, really forgot to mention this, but this is really important about Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Vegeta. He himself is probably the best character when it comes to dealing with his, disrupt mechanic, because what you can do, let's just say you end your combo with a blast card against this guy, but this is the third hit, so you're sealing all your cards, then you charge your key, use the switch attack to waste his 3-second lock-in, and you can continue with Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta to combo. That's actually a thing you can do. He's the most reliable character when it comes to avoiding this. It's either him or Super Saiyan 4 Goku himself, because after the third card he hits, he's forced throwing a blue card. So sometimes you can just foster a blue to end the combo with. But this guy is more reliant when it comes to continuing the combo after the lock-in ability of your cards. Yeah, but the reason Namek Goku is at a higher spot here, it's just simply because he is the best character in the game by far when it comes to dealing with his anti-rush mechanic. Like, this guy's the best character when it comes to his disrupt. This guy is by far the best when it comes to the anti-rush mechanic, because what you can do with Namek Goku is you lock this guy in and rush him. This guy has to be on standby to block your rising rush. If you lock this guy with Namek Goku, with his strike card, and then go for a rush, this guy can switch out, you will guaranteed land the rush. And against Sun family, you basically guarantee to trigger the KO guard, and on GT, you guarantee kill his endurance. So either way, you're getting rid of a second life mechanic with Namek Goku, which is extremely important that you can use this rush. It's just a very strong fact that you can use. And therefore keeping it at number 3 over Vegeta. But honestly, you could even make this 3/4, which, you know what, I can do this right now quickly. Here, 3/4, with these two. Because honestly, I think I don't think Namek Goku is so much better in regards to the Sun family team than Vegeta is on GT. I think they really are neck and neck when it comes to this. Because Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta can very easily help to get rid of one of the second life mechanics on this team, as well with his own Goku as well. But yeah, Namek Goku at number 3. I don't think he makes number 2, because I think, again, individually the gap between number 2 and 1 to number 3 is like extremely huge. With number 2 being Gohan, and then obviously number 1 being Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. I will say you could make the argument to make this a 1A, 1B. But yeah, starting with Gohan, individually, I think this is still the best character in the game. I think individually speaking, he's even better than Goku. However, you have to admit that he has the far bigger threat to deal with Goku being here. Like, Goku comes in and you can... This guy's combo is over. You're doing 3 cards, type disadvantage, combo done. Even if you use a blue card, he's removing your buffs, so this is gonna be type disadvantage blue card. He's gonna eat it. And yeah, it's just... This is a way too good for Gohan stopper. The only thing you can do here is press your first main to get rid of the card ceiling, which you can do. But Goku is just gonna eat the hits because he's a green character, and his blue type neutral blue card is gonna get puffed cancelled. So this is the main reason why it's not in my opinion number 1. You could, again, you can make this a shared thing because individually it's that good. I mean, second life mechanic, insane damage, insane, very good tanking, support damage, support after his revivals gets popped. The lock-in with combination with all his disrupt is very stupid. And what I didn't mention last time, but if you rush this guy and your rush gets gassed, like not considering him on the team, like, but if you getting gassed, you have such a difficult time against this unit because you get locked in, your articles are increased, and you don't have any cards. He can just blast card you, and if you had Gogeta on the team, you could just go for armor break. You have to vanish. Like, getting a Grush Guess against this guy is just very, very bad and annoying. But, yeah, again, I'm not gonna go over everything. I mean, I did most of the things he's really good at. It's just he has a wall to deal with, which I can't say about Goku. While I do think he makes the top 10 in my opinion, I don't think necessarily many people are running this guy. So when it comes to proper units, he has nothing to fear. Like, nobody right now. His Disrupt is the best in the game, by far. I mean, this guy's one-time Disrupt is the best thing in the game, but this guy can do this multiple times and sealing all your cards. If you don't have any anti-card sealing, yeah, your combo's over, and that multiple times in the game. His ultimate is hitting very hard, his airy green is just stupidly annoying. His anti-rush mechanic is pretty much almost impossible to get around with. The only two ways you can do this is Namek Goku log-in, or this guy goes for a move, you're rushing him. If you're rushing him, you're good. But those are the only things. And when it comes to the best teams, he has Son Family, he has GT. And it's not just that you can run these three, but you can also run these three together, or these three together, or these three. He has like the best, I would say the best variety of teams in this game. His damage is really good. The fact that you can, for example, you vanish, get priority, use free cards, get a blue card, reset the blue card thing, because he's always drawing a blue card after his third arts used hit. So every time you get a combo going and end it with a blue card, you get your vanish back basically, and then can potentially get another priority to get another blue card. And if you use your vanish, you're using a blue card at the end, you get 50 key to guaranteed use the blue card, and then get your vanish back and so on. So when it comes to staying on the field, he's really insane. His damage guard is really high. He has the highest damage guard in the game on GT, as well as having a high damage with blast. Like, his blast stacking damage is really good, as well as damage guard penetration. He's healing a lot with against big moves, when his unique gauge fills, when he enters on a battlefield, against big moves, as well as, and this is also a very important thing, on GT he's way harder to kill. Now obviously on Sun Family you have yeah, obviously the KO guard and everything, but what I noticed for me personally in fighting against this team, him having lower damage guard, him having no endurance, makes it so much easier to deal with this guy when it comes to getting rid of a second life mechanic. And especially like against the Mirror Super Saiyan 4, there's not much you can really throw in when he goes for an ultimate, because no buff cancellation on Sun Family, no second life mechanic. Gohan can't really tank it. Like, I mean, he can, but I think if you're getting an ultimate with a lot of damage guard penetration, which he stacks, you're killing somebody. On GT, you're having buff cancellation everywhere almost. Like, unless you're hitting explicitly this guy with an ultimate, going for the ultimate against him, you're either using a type disadvantage or you're cancelling buffs. And this is the main reason why I would say Sun Family, in my opinion, is not the definitive #1 team in the game. It's tied with GT in my opinion, because they have different strengths and weaknesses. The biggest strength being him having a second life mechanic on GT makes it extremely hard to kill, with buff cancellation, with the healing, which he doesn't necessarily get on Sun Family. So yeah, he's the #1 unit in the game in my opinion. I think you can do this in 1A or B if you want to, but Gohan is, in my opinion, not better than him. He's just too free to run. He doesn't have really a unit to worry about. But I will say, him having very little chance to get type neutral, which is basically just his switch attack thing. That's his only one-time thing in the game, by the way, where he has type neutral. So this guy could very easily get thrown off with more better purples in the game. Like honestly, if Zamasu manages to get back up, I'm gonna assume he's gonna drop off a bit. So yeah. Speaking of horrible mentions, and this guy, why he is good as an individual unit. I can swap these. Okay. Ojo Zamasu, as long as this duo is as good as it is, Zamasu can't make it. He just can't. Like, he's having too much of logins to waste his anti-login mechanics, and Dynamic Goku next to him is just gonna fry him with one strike, blue card combo, login. As long as that exists, this guy can perform. Goku can hit. Now you would think. I will say they have potentially. Like, if you. In a situation with this guy's against Sun Family specifically, when this guy switches out into this guy and you manage to get your green card into blue card, I think you can just straight up one-shot this guy. Because, just to quickly check, I'm just gonna don't say anything stupid. Okay, this healing is unlimited. I honestly think, regardless, I think you can actually one-shot this guy with hit. But it's only working if this guy just switched out before this guy came in. Because then he doesn't have the ability to lower sub counts. On GT, you're not getting this because he's gonna lower sub counts, and especially if you're running this guy, he's just gonna switch in and he's good. But yeah, generally speaking, their color isn't ideal because against Sun Family, you're getting ward with yellow and blue. Against GT, everyone is gonna cancel their buffs to protect themselves, and they don't have an optimal team. I don't know what they think with Universe Survival Saga. I honestly don't get why they're even strike-based to begin with, because with UI and Evo as a plan to get their equipment, this guy should have been blast-based. I don't know why they... I don't even know why they made them purple and red to begin with. Because if you look at... look at the team setup that is what's supposed to have been the case. You have these two guys, and then them on Universe Survival Saga. What is this purple, red, yellow setup? What is this? Obviously purple and red, yeah, great, but yellow? Like, I'm throwing this guy in and they get murdered, bro. Like, I don't know what they were thinking. They should have made this color something else. I don't mind the red necessarily, but purple was, I don't think, the best choice. I don't know. They should have made something other color, double color with these guys, as well as give them type neutral outside of Big Moose, because, bro, if it gets locked in against Namek Goku, bro, he's just gonna use 3 strikes and murder this guy, honestly. And then this guy, if this guy gets locked in against Gohan, good luck surviving. Gohan especially just destroys these guys, like, horrendously. You're getting out of the top 10, you're not making it, you're trash. Yeah, so I'm not even gonna put them top 10. I don't think they do anything right now in this environment at all. So Gen Ember finally kicked off this list because powerful opponent in movies are not the greatest. This guy has at least GT as a half excuse. This guy doesn't have it. Although I think this trio could be fun. Yeah, also Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta back in the meta means this guy gets hurt a lot. So yeah, I don't see any reason to run Gen Ember right now. Red Zamasu, also powerful opponent, not the greatest right now. Gohan destroys him. not ideal. This guy, you could run in on a full hybrid setup, but I don't consider it the most necessary with this Gohan. This guy lacks a team. This guy, nuked by Gohan, no reason to really run this guy. This guy is just there. And then Super Vegeta, who, I will say, his Zenkai is good. Nothing against the Zenkai at all. He's one of the better red units you can use. And before Part 3 dropped, I would have put him like top 5. It's just... where and why would I run him? Like... I don't see anywhere where I would be like, okay, we need Super Vegeta in there. He's good, don't get me wrong. It's just, he's not specifically pairing up well with this Goku. He's not specifically pairing well with... although you could maybe try a red-red-green setup, I maybe consider this, because I don't think I have made a video about Super Vegeta yet in PvP. You could think about this, or in theory, these two, and I mean, it's just... I don't see the necessary reason to run Super Vegeta right now. He's not a bad character, it's just... I don't see the... I need Super Vegeta right now. It's just not there. And most people would run Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta simply over him. On GT, you're definitely not running this guy over this guy. On a Saiyan's team, if you're running this guy, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is just a better partner. It's just... yeah, the necessary... It's not necessary. It's just... this is just how it is. I like Vegeta though, he's a good Zenkai. He can perform. A lot of units in this list are units that can do something in PvP, it's just that they are not necessary for PvP. Because they don't have any specific team that needs to be run. It's just not existing right there. You could run this trio. Yeah, sure. You could run this team, for sure. Would be a good setup, but it's not a necessary setup. So yeah. Yeah, but this is my top 10. Let me know what you guys think, and see you guys in the next one.